Let's take a look at inventory classification. Multiple product lines and inventory control require organizations to focus on more important inventory items and to utilize more sophisticated and effective approaches to inventory management. Inventory classification is usually a first step toward efficient inventory management. Let's look at the ABC analysis. This classification technique assigns inventory items to one of three groups according to the relative impact or value of the items that make up the group. A items are considered to be the most important, with B items being of lesser importance and C items being the least important. It's important to remember here that the criteria used to evaluate an item will determine the group to which it is assigned. ABC classification is relatively simple. The first step is to select some criterion such as revenue for developing the ranking. The next step is to rank items in descending order of importance according to this criterion and to calculate actual and cumulative total revenue percentages for each item. This calculation will allow the items to be grouped into the ABC categories. Pareto's law, or the 80-20 rule. Based on the principle that a relatively small percentage of a population might account for a large percentage of the overall impact or value. This rule has been found to exist in many practical situations. Let's look at the quadrant model. This is typically used to classify raw materials, parts, or components for a manufacturing firm. The quadrant model can also be used to classify finished goods inventories using value and risk to the firm as the criteria. Value is measured as the value contribution to profit. Risk is the negative impact of not having the product available when it is needed. And here's a bit more detail on the quadrant model.